What's going on, good people? This your boy CDL Shorty, and what you're looking at right now is a load that is 45,000 pounds, very heavy, leaving out of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, going to Statesville, North Carolina. All right, guys, but I'm gonna show you how to control this weight with the manual shifters, with the manual shifting that is on these automatic trucks. All right, and I'm also going to show you how to save from smoking that brake drum right there. From smoking that brake drum right there, I'm gonna show you how. All right, guys. Also, on your trailer, for those of you who don't know, that's your slack adjuster and push rod. That's what you have to say on your pre-trip. But back here on the trailer, they're flipped upside down. On the cab and on the tractor, I'm sorry, where the steers are, they're flipped upwards. Okay, slack adjuster and push rod. All right. And also slide your tandem back. Slide, even if you're owner operator, got your own trailer and everything, slide your tandems back. It saves on the shocks, and it saves on the trailer suspension and all that good stuff. All right, but a lot of these companies are investing in manual trucks. I mean, not manual, automatic trucks. I'm sorry, but they're not teaching how to properly control that weight moving down the mountain. Correct? This is why I say you need a CDL to get real life experience. Because what they'll do is they'll give you excessive speeding ticket, all of that BS. But you call into them or they call into you, and they can't tell you how to control it other than ride with the Jake on. Well, CDL Shorty gonna tell you how to control it, baby. And I learned this from an old school truck driver, which is my neighbor, by the way. All right, so what you want to do is press in the brakes. You act like you're driving, right? Put it in drive. Now, when you get to the top of that mountain, right, what you could do is you could put it in D, right, for manual. Put it in M for manual. Press it in and it turn to manual, right? Now, right now it's on third because I'm not moving, but it'll usually be on 13th or 14th gear, right? So what you want to do is you always want to hit the brake, right? And then to slow it down, do your stab braking. And then you want to upshift. You always want to upshift. And then what you want to do is downshift. And what it'll do is it'll catch it. All right. And then along with your stab braking and then riding with the Jake all the way down. All right. So we're going to go through it again. All right. We're going to go through it again. Now you're driving up that mountain, hitting the M, manual, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hit the brake to slow the truck down, and you're going to upshift to third and then hit the brake real quick again, and then you're going to downshift, and guess what, do your stab braking, ride with the Jake all the way down, and guess what, that right there will help hold that 45,000 pound weight going down the mountain. All right, but you got to continue to do your stab braking as well. Stab braking, press the brake down for 3 or 4 seconds and then come off of it, and it's going to save you from smoking your brakes, so that way your brakes won't catch on fire. You won't have to use a runaway ramp. Like I said, they making these automatic, they pushing these automatics, but nobody's really teaching how to drive them. CDL Shorty can drive a 10, I could drive a 13, I could drive a 15 turnaround and an 18. And I'm learning how to drive this automatic now. And guess what? I could drive the shit out this automatic. All right? This is why I say people in the industry need to get their CDL and come out here. All right? Because we know these companies, a lot of these companies, you know, if you're not an owner operator and everything these days, a lot of these companies try to get you on excessive speeding and all this BS. But guess what? They can't tell you how to slow this truck down going down a steep grade. All they can tell you is ride with the Jake on. That's crazy. That's crazy. Listen to me. That's crazy. Even the ones that's in safety, that have been a trucker, a lot of them old school truckers that drove stick shift trucks that really don't mess with these automatics. Nobody told me how to do that but an ex-truck driver. That says something. That says something. The market is also bad, guys. You need to look at the spot market. You need to see where the hot spots are. These companies need to come up on pay. The shippers need to come up on pay. We all know inflation is hitting us pretty hard. But guys, there's no way you should be out here driving a truck making $700 to $800 a week. That's ridiculous. All right, guys. So, hey, always seek knowledge. Always seek knowledge. All right. Always seek knowledge. Until next time. Hey, CDL drivers, stand up.